In this video, I'm going to be breaking down how our marketing agency utilizes AI to make ourselves more efficient, specifically on Zoom calls. And I'm making this video and it's a little bit out of the ordinary of the topic that I usually cover, which is typically around digital marketing, business growth, paid advertising, things like that, helping you get more sales and leads for your business. Because I've been asked this so often, I figured let me make a video. If one person asks, it means a lot of people probably have the same question. So you've probably seen, if you typically join Zoom calls, that sometimes you'll see something like a Fathom note taker or another type of AI note taking person joining the Zoom call. And they don't have a camera on, there's no microphone, nothing like that, but they're in the Zoom call. What these AI note takers are doing are they're recording the transcript of the call, the chat of the call, and any files that are distributed during that time. We've integrated this into our agency about 3 months ago, and I'm not kidding when I say it's revolutionized. I know that's a big word to use, but it's really made a big impact in how we manage client calls, sales calls, follow-ups, things of that nature. And in this video, I want to walk you through our exact process of how we're using AI in our Zoom calls to potentially help inspire your process and what you're doing in your business. So the first thing is that the AI note taker joins every call automatically. The note taker of choice that we used is called Fathom. I think we pay like $20 a month for it, and it automatically joins every call. And we've rebranded the name of it to be the Nips Media Note Taker, just so it's on brand with our agency. And a couple of quick notes I want to make here is, number one, if you do any sensitive calls in your business, such as leadership, maybe they're more private one-on-ones, things of that nature, make sure some of the automations I'm going to be talking about later on in this video, you either remove the note taker from sensitive calls or you limit the access to the recording. It's just something that can sometimes come up. Number two is, I've spoken with a lot of people who actually use the AI note taker, but they don't do anything with it afterwards. The big thing about this video is, what do you do with the transcript after it comes through? It'll automatically join every call. It automatically produces a note, so you can integrate it with your Zoom or Google Meets account, and it'll automatically happen. The second thing is, after every call ends, within 10 to 30 seconds, a recap email, we have it integrated with our Slack. So we have a meeting notes channel in Slack that the meeting recap is automatically sent to. And in our case, we have a project assistant who, every time meeting notes comes through, will open up that email and go through the objective, the things that were discussed, and more specifically, the action items that came from that meeting. So let's say David said that he's going to update that ad campaign and increase the budget by $50 a day. Hannah said that she's going to create a back to school image and she's going to do that. So-and-so said that they're going to check in 1 week to see how XYZ is doing. All of AI will go through the transcript, produce a meeting overview, and take the action items from that call and give them to you right here. So what our project assistant does is she'll take those action items and she will task them inside of Asana, which is our project management system. So what we discussed in that meeting is now documented. So it doesn't matter what's being said, it much matters what's documented. She will handle that. When she puts the task in Asana, she's also linking to the call transcript or the Fathom recording, which is the AI note taker we use, and also putting the timestamp of when we discussed that. So let's say 4 days later, I'm going through my Asana and it says that I need to increase the budget to $50, but I forget the context around why we said we were going to do that. I can open up the recording and go exactly to the 52-minute mark where we discussed that and catch myself up to what we said we were going to do. So it's a great way to follow through. And one personal thing that I like is, when we used to do meetings without any AI note taker and without anybody in the call that could specifically take notes, I found myself trying to be strategic. So I'm writing notes, trying to make sure that I remember things, while my brain is also trying to think strategically and not forget things. Now I can think specifically about who's in front of me, the impact I'm trying to make, the thoughts I'm trying to create, and I don't have to worry about remembering that I said I was going to get to this to them by Wednesday or get this to them by Thursday. And if I don't write it down, I'm not going to remember. No, I'm going to remember because I have a fallback here. That's right here, right? So the AI note taker joins every call. It sends the recap into Slack, where our project assistant will put everything into Asana. If you don't have a project assistant, you can do it too. It's not something you have to have somebody do it for. Now, those items are tasked out. Now, another thing that's worked really well for us is follow-ups post-call. After a meeting occurs, send something to the client afterwards. So what you can do in Fathom that we use is we take the transcript, we put it into ChatGPT, and we use a prompt such as, here is a transcript from a recent check-in call we had with a client. Can you create a brief follow-up email that we can send to them the same day, going over what we covered in the meeting, any action items that occurred, and any personalized touches that you might want to add. So for example, let's say the client in the call said that they're going on vacation next week. Well, at the end of the email, ChatGPT will know to say something like, have a great time on your vacation. I can't wait to catch up afterwards. That's a super, super personalized touch that would take a good amount of time to write up and do without this. But now that you have it, you can look better than your competition by sending great follow-ups by only adding 2 or 3 minutes of extra work per day. Another thing that you can do, and this is where the ROI can really come into play, is sales calls. If you're doing sales calls on Zoom, you can take the transcript, put it into ChatGPT, and the first thing you can do is say, can you give me notes that I can put into my CRM, such as Salesforce, Go High Level, HubSpot? Can you give me notes? Take the notes of that, and you can give it specific settings if you want, like, give me notes, like tell me the name of the business, what industry they're in, what are their biggest pain points, what are they looking for. You can get more granular with it, have it give you CRM notes, and then put that into your Salesforce or your Go High Level without much extra work. But for you, it looks great because you have detailed notes. The second thing you can do is, can you write a follow-up email for this prospect based off of the sales call that just happened? Write it, send it. Why this is powerful is because if you're in sales, for example, or even if you're in client success where you're meeting with clients regularly, you might go from an 11 a.m. to a 12 p.m., then you have lunch, then you have a 1 p.m., then you have a 2 p.m. You have calls back to back. And sometimes you get to the end of the day and you're just out of time for all the follow-ups that need to occur. One thing you can do is reduce the amount of calls you have in a day and give yourself more time. But another thing you can do is work more efficiently using a system like this, where a follow-up well-crafted email or text message or both might just take you a couple of minutes. So the follow-ups in the CRM is a really big thing that we use that's really made a difference. The next thing is what I call the dentist effect. And for us, being a marketing agency, we're meeting with clients weekly, sometimes bi-weekly, sometimes once a month, depending on who it is. And the dentist effect is, if you have ever gone to a dentist or a hygienist that's really good, you'll go in and they'll say, maybe you saw them 6 months ago, and they'll say, oh, by the way, how was your trip to Hawaii? Like, did you guys have a great time? Or, you have a 3-year-old daughter, right? How's she doing, Samantha? And you're like, how the heck do they remember all this information? Well, some people just have great memories, and kudos to them. That's not me. And so what I like to do is, if I'm meeting with a client, I'll go back to the notes from the last call and look for anything that's personalized that I can follow up on, such as a vacation or a business goal that they had, or they were moving into a new office. And it feels so personalized when you can start a call by saying, how has that move been going into the new office? They feel seen, like you listen and respect the things that they say. It'll look really good for you. Using it for the dentist effect is very powerful. 2 more things. The next thing is specifically for our AI note taker, which is just the one that we use. They have something called Ask Fathom. Let's say during the call, we discussed their monthly budget for ads, right? In our case, as a marketing agency. Inside of the Fathom notes for that specific call, there's Ask Fathom, where you can just ask the questions. And I can say, did we discuss budget with this client? And how much budget did we discuss? It'll say yes. At the 20-minute mark, you discussed monthly ad spend. You started by proposing $750, but you landed on spending $1,200 a month. You can ask Fathom for things such as, can you give me what part of this meeting was the most important to watch for a team member who wasn't there? Okay, great. It'll tell you that. You can ask it anything you want. You can get really creative. And I love this because sometimes I don't know what topic it was, but I just know that I have a question and I want to brainstorm with the AI a little bit. It's like ChatGPT, but it actually knows your meeting like it was there. So it's a more powerful version of that. And lastly is a performance boost. Let's say it's for yourself, or let's say it's also for team members who are trying to get better at leading client meetings, leading team meetings, leading sales calls, things of that nature. You can take that transcript from the AI note taker, put it into a ChatGPT or your AI of choice, and say, you are a performance coach, you are a sales coach, you are a client success coach. Look at this transcript and give me feedback on what I can do better when I'm leading meetings. And it will notice things that sometimes the human eye, especially yourself, just won't notice. And it might say, hey, you, in the beginning of the call, you jumped right into business. Maybe take 30, 60 seconds to have a little bit of candor and relationship building. Or it might say, hey, the client asked this question and you gave an answer, but you didn't really answer the question they asked. And at that point, you can tell you really lost them moving forward. I'm just giving you an example so you can have it give you feedback and even rate your performance, whether it's client success, sales, team, leadership, etc. And it can become a really powerful business coach for you in many aspects of your business. You could also use it with other team members that are looking to improve their performance in their skill. If you do Zoom calls, I don't see a reason why you wouldn't want to use something like this in your business. We added it 3 months ago. I was a little bit nervous at first because changing things can sometimes be hard. But once we got into it, we realized, and I look back and I think, how did we operate without this? Because it's so easy to forget things, especially when you're running around, and having something like this can make a massive difference. So if you're interested in more business videos like this, we usually talk about marketing, business growth, lead generation, advertising, things like that. If you're here and you want to learn more about that, click that subscribe button. I'd love to know in the comments below, do you use an AI note taker in your business? If you do, tell me how you're utilizing it. Is there anything that you learned here that maybe you're not doing, or maybe you're doing something that I didn't even talk about? Or if you're not, have I convinced you? Are you going to try it? Let me know in the comments below. I release videos every week, and I will see you guys in the next one.